Hello, my name is Gal Messinger and I'm the owner of Solar Messenger. This is the fourth part out of 6 parts of presentations and discussions about the process of getting you the best solar system which meets your needs now and in the future. We already went through getting your information meeting, and then on the first meeting, and then getting the process of designing your system, the basic design, and then getting the first design review with you and getting you to choose what options you want and what systems you like, ingredients you like in your final solar system. So after we did this and we got every feedback we can from you, we have what we call a final design review, which includes also the last pieces of feedback from you and probably signing a contract at the end of it, because that's already after we invested a lot of work in it and you gave us all the information you have. So that phase is basically very mature in the process. So that's basically the last part, the final design review and contract signing of the 3 steps that I described before. As also I mentioned, I'm following what we do in the high-tech industry when we do any product or system design with the customer or internally. So this follows a very rigid and strong engineering mindset with extremely flexible marketing and interacting with the customer, because on one side you have to have the customer with all what they need, describing it in their own words. On the other hand, you have to create a very good technical solution that lasts for 30 years. So that is going to be usually Zoom meeting or phone call or face-to-face, whatever you like. We can meet you in our office. We can meet you at your home on Zoom. Most people choose Zoom meetings today. I guess COVID had some good thing with it. People learn how to use Zoom and are comfortable with it. So at that meeting, it's kind of a bit of repetition of what we said in the 3rd part, but here we have to finalize stuff. So we have to tell you, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Do you have any objection? You want to change something? So the final electrical design of your solar system, it includes not just the solar panels, but the wiring, the inverters, the breakers, the safety features, everything. Getting the final placement of the solar array could be on your roof or on your ground or both. You have to agree. Say, okay, that design fits me. Or say, no, I want to move this solar panel to that area or maybe do some other change. So usually here, everybody is okay, but we need to finalize, make sure you're okay with what we do. Finalize the location of the inverters, the fuse boxes, main switches, etc. In my case, it's in my garage. It's perfectly located because I also changed and added another panel for future electric cars if I want to. So you should say, okay, I agree with it. Combining all the hardware into one bill of materials and presenting it to you. We don't have to go detail by detail, but tell you this is the bulk. Solar panels cost that much. The wiring and cost that much. The railing costs that much. So you're going to get the idea. Same for the labor. We're going to be transparent with you. Estimating any additional cost with full transparency. For example, if you have some ambiguity about, let's say, something with, I don't know, digging a trench in the backyard for a solar array, which is the side of your house, and maybe there is something we have to bypass. We're going to tell you, yeah, this is the estimation, but it could be that much additional cost. Usually we give you also the percentages of if we need it or not. So you're going to know exactly what's going on. Finalizing all the licensing and audit related to the design, and getting basically the final design estimation. It's going to cost you an X amount of dollars. You've got Y amount of rebates. You're going to pay Z amount of money. We are going to get all the feedback you have and do minor changes. Usually they are minor. I mean, if there are minor changes, we have to meet again, but it's very rare. Minor changes to the final design. And then we already probably would generate a contract. Since we work on usually online, you can sign it online. You don't have to physically sign a piece of paper. It could be done online. And we're also going to set the next meeting with you. That's very important because once we sign a contract, there'll be a fee that you pay, and then we can actually give you all the information that we already worked many hours on. So this is very much important to do. This meeting is really about 30 minutes, could be more or less. We're not limiting it in time, just from our experience. And then after we present and the system to you, sign the contract, and seeing if there are changes, we write notes, and if not, we just go ahead. And then we sign. So the signing of a contract is the beginning of our physical purchase of equipment, and scheduling. Before you sign a contract, obviously we don't know if you're with us or not, but once you do this, we already have a binding agreement, and that is very, very important. So if you think about what you want to see in this phase, so the bill of materials is important to you because you need to know what you're buying. And as you can see, the different types of roofs, different type of solar panels, you have to know where it is located physically, and you have to agree to it internally. If you have more than one person making the decision, let's say if it's a husband and wife, or if it's a group of people that are sharing a house, it's important to know. Licensing details are important for you as well, because you may need to sign some papers with the electrical company and us, or give us a full way of doing it ourselves. We're going to estimate the design for you when you get a full report, and tell you how much electricity you're going to generate. Project milestones are going to give you roughly when we're going to do each stage. And the estimated time frame, for example, we can tell you we're going to purchase the equipment by this date, and that you have to pay for in another milestone of the contract. Also, on that day, we're going to come and install your system on the roof, and the next day we're going to install the system in your garage. So we are going to be very transparent about that. So final design review and contract signing is basically the end of the formality, and now we are going to go into work. So please watch the next presentation regarding the system installation and activation. Thank you very much.